You lot have been chilling, innit? It's a shame these guys are about to get cooked. Welcome peeps to the second episode of Sorriso Standouts, where I show you some of the dishes that I come up with in my frazzled brain. Today we're going to be under the sea, not swimming with the fishes, but we're going to be cooking with them instead. Beautiful succulent tiger prawns with a green Sichuan mayo, and then we got some refreshing oysters coming up, apple granita, and then a shrimp bisque with some amazing like dough that I made. Welcome guys, and can't wait to get into it. This is Bill. I found him in side of the street somewhere, to be honest. And then we got John, who you can tell they're definitely not brothers. So I'm going to show you how I prepare them, or how you should prepare them. So here we go. So always with prawns, this is for any prawn out there, you gotta take this part off. No one likes this part. This is their horn. Prawns have horns. They're unicorns, essentially, of the sea, as I like to call. So we're just gonna cut that off. If you cut off the eyes, that's cool too. I'm just gonna show you the way I prepare it for the grill. So now we get all of these. Look at these little legs. Look at them, little bastards. They have all these legs, but they can't run. They just swim. So we're gonna chop off these legs. Anyone who can't handle the smell of fish, sorry. So we're gonna get all of these off them. All their little legs. And here's the thing, guys. A lot of people will waste this, like the skin and the shells and stuff. I wouldn't. This is what we're gonna be using for our next dish as well, in the shrimp bisque. So again, nothing goes to waste. Do not waste food, fam. I swear down, if I see someone wasting food, I'll come to you and fade you personally. Like, I'll come to your house, find out where you live, and do nothing. Now, what we're gonna do is start taking off the middle part of the prawn. We wanna keep the tail and we wanna keep the head. Because why? Because it looks nice. Sometimes in cooking, that can just happen. You know, like, hey, why did we do this? Oh, it looks nice, you know? I'm seeing the winces on Octavia's face. That's lovely. It helps me feel better about myself, about what I do. All we're gonna do is just de-skin the middle section of them. We wanna keep the tail and again the head as well. We wanna get rid of all of these sections. And then I'm gonna show you the very important part that a lot of people skip by with shrimp. And it's one of the most important parts. Octavia's loving this. Once that's done, I'm gonna go get us a nice sharp metal object, nice and long one. I'll be back. Right, prawns. Fun fact, prawns just like everything else. And when you buy them, they usually still have their sack. Yeah, so this is gonna be a gory part of the video. So we have to take out the sack unless you want to eat their It's up to you. So you're gonna get something sharp here, the fat part of the body. Then we're gonna just stab it across like this. Okay, and then we're gonna pull up. You see that? Shrimp, and then that's it. Sorted. Prawns prepped. Probably the longest thing to prep that I've done so far, which is not very long at all because I'm just that good. And look at these two boys. These two bad boys now are gonna get prepped up. Cool, ready. Right, switch location time. Right, we've teleported to the kitchen. So we have the shrimps here now. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm preheating my grill. Mensch, bear in mind I'm saying grill, by the way, grill. Do not bake these. Use the grill function if you have it. If you have a grill, even better. So yeah, now what we're gonna do is we're essentially just gonna baste these in our lovely glaze made with soy sauce, honey, and a bunch of other lovely spices and stuff in here. You're gonna get them nice and drenched there. You even get the shell a little bit drenched as well, because that's where most of the flavour is anyway. But now you're probably wondering, why didn't he do the other side? Because I'm gonna do it after. Now we're gonna slap this in, and it's gonna go in for. You gotta keep your eye on it. You know, when you're grilling something, you just gotta watch it, and you will know. Best way to tell when the shrimp is cooked is its shape. As you can see, I put it up when it was upright. Once it's cooked, it will literally turn to the letter C, and that's when you know it's cooked, because it's the letter C. If it turns into the letter O, that means you've overcooked it. Literally overcooked. And then now I'm gonna actually show you the stuff that go accompanied with it. So I made a green Sichuan mayo earlier. Now you can search up on Google how to make your own aioli and your own mayo. It's really not that difficult if you have a food processor, or any sort of blender. But this sauce is nice, and you know, green Sichuan pepper is kind of like a, it's spicy, but it's not spicy. I would almost say it's quite equivalent to the same as a wasabi, where you'll get that feeling, almost like a tingle in your tongue, like, ooh, what is this, you know? But it's not spicy. It's just you're gonna get that feeling and be like, oh, like the same feeling you would in your nose, but in your tongue, essentially, is what I say green Sichuan pepper's like. And then we also have some charred onion powder here, which essentially it's as easy as it says, and it's a huge flavor bomb. Once you make it, you literally roast a bunch of onions until they literally burn, until they're black. You grind that up into a powder, and then you got burnt onion. So we're gonna get that going. Once these bad boys finish up, we're gonna plate it up, and it's gonna be spectacular for you, trust me. This dish means a lot to me because shrimps, you just grow up eating shrimps in Portugal. Everywhere, literally, they're all over the place. If you don't like shrimp and you're Portuguese, then are you really Portuguese? Are you really Portuguese? Not really. Anyways, you're trauma now. But yes, so we're gonna do that, and I'll be back with cooking magic in. We're back. Right, let's go. Now what we're gonna do, these, as you can see, these are about halfway cooked. We're just gonna turn them over. Shoot and shoot. Get the glaze back, and just glaze the other side. It's really that easy. We don't want too much of the glaze on it because soy sauce is quite strong. So slap these back in. As you can see, they were also close to becoming a C. They weren't just there, but they were very close to becoming a C. Yeah, so we're gonna come back and check on these bad boys in a sec. Oh yeah, baby. Some people will look at that shell over here and look at these burn marks as bad, but I love that man, because it just gives flavor to the shell. That's the right there. So we're gonna plate these quick. Not on this plate, we're just gonna use this plate as the cover. You wanna try keep, oh no, it's fine. Try to keep the head intact there. We're gonna put a bit of this on top. Nothing too crazy. Just a little. We're all doing it on this plate so it doesn't dirty up the other plate that we're gonna use. And please be good to me. What the f? I hate it here. How do you buy a squeezy bowl and it can't squeeze the out, fam? Doesn't make no sense. Okay, well, that works. It comes out when it wants, fam, I guess. There we go. Oh. Don't worry, this one's gonna go at the back anyways. You're already ugly as anyways, mate. Well done. See, that's another way everything can't go right in the kitchen. So then, plating. I realized I didn't wash the plate. I prefer the fork. Boom. Oh, you're the problem, innit? And then onion powder. Right on top. And voila! We got your prawns with green Sichuan mayo and onion powder with a soy and honey glaze. Now there's only one thing to do. Eat it! And here we have the food. So, this reminds me a lot of when in Portugal, where my grandparents live, commonly known to have barbecues, and it's always different types of assortments of seafood there, which is like the best part. And I don't know, this dish just reminds me of being behind a barbecue with a bunch of seafood. Yeah, we're gonna try that out now. Let's give it a shot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Okay. Oh yeah. That's what I love about tiger prawns. The sweetness from the glaze, the citrus and spicy from the aioli, and then you got that umami charness from the onions. Just a very well balanced dish. Works perfectly, will impress anyone, super easy to make. You're good. This is the way to go, prawns. Now you can even go as far as to suck up the juices from the shell. I don't personally do that. I know people that do, but feel free. It's just as delicious, trust me. But yeah, and then now I'm gonna go check on the next dish, and let's see how that's going. Now guys, we're here for the next dish, which I already started preparing beforehand. I've been working on my little pizza dough, and since then, just been banging out dough. So I made this lovely little dough ball with chili oil that's been doused in chili oil, as you can see. Slap that right there. I mean, again, under the grill, so it gets that nice charcoaly like pizza feel almost. And then we have our shrimp bisque here, which is essentially tomato mixed with all of those shells that you saw from before that will not be wasted. And then it gets blended all together into like a nice sauce. And then I finish it by heating it up and then mixing it with a little bit of butter. And you get like a nice little, almost like a tomato kind of sort of deal going on here. But super rich in flavor, thanks to those beautiful shrimp. And then topped with our chives, top right here. And fun fact, what's also inside the biscuit itself is like already grilled corn. So I've grilled corn and I mixed it in with the puree as well, so should be amazing. And then we just surround it with our little corn pieces right here, little garnish. Why not? Nothing crazy. Yeah, you see me. You see me. Just the perfect one, actually. And then you get one for a snack. So that's this dish. It's like a pizza dough ball with shrimp bisque and some grilled corn. There we are. Looks lovely. Now the most important, the try test. I'm joking. What would you have done if I just went? And we're back. This is the finished product. I can't wait to try this, honestly. Shrimp bisque, I've always just loved the idea of just eating the Donny shells. Like, I don't know, just don't waste nothing, you know? Eat every single part of it, every inch. Get a bit of the corn, get a bit of the bisque, you know, get a nice little mouthful. Oh wow. That's a hit. That's a hit, as I like to say when I try something. That's a hit, it stays on, it's gonna be there for a while, and you lot will be able to try it. Amazing. The corn just gives it the extra bump of sweetness and pairs really well with that shrimp bisque. It's insane. Wow, I need another bite. I need another bite, man. Oh. Oh yeah. The shrimp bisque with the dough ball and grilled prawn, not grilled prawns, grilled corn. Now hold this corn and bounce. And we're gonna go to the next dish. Right, peeps. Last but not least, these beauties that I got today. Lovely little oysters. First thing we're gonna do, pop them open. Who shucked an oyster before? Raise your hand. No one? Oh, he has. Yeah, there we go. Right, let me go. See, I already f***ed up because protective equipment is always important with these when you're shucking them. It's just tissue. It's just tissue. It's not that protective, but it works. So first thing to shuck an oyster, you always want to look at the hinge right here. Hence, that's actually why they call it hinge in the dating apps apparently. But right here, and then you want to slowly just press on top like this. Nice, and there. Don't want to get any of your fingers around the sides because it could slip. You can slit your fingers. Don't want that. So just gonna go here. Make a small incision through here, the hinge, and then you're gonna twist. If my knife is strong enough. I had a feeling this would happen. Oh, there we go. So then once you get that popped out, I need to get a new oyster shucker, that's for sure. You want to just go round and round. You want to be careful. There we are. Boom. Solid. And you see it? This is the next important lesson. Oysters look very ugly when they first opened. So what you want to do always, you want to just slide your knife underneath. You want to loosen it up from its membrane area that it has. Then, yes, juice is going to be falling out, but don't worry about that. Get it out like that. Flip it over, just so you know you're getting all of that nice pretty side. Now this is what I like to do. So a lot of people don't do this, but I just like to remove the juice because I'm not a huge fan of oyster juice. I like the oysters itself, just not the juice. So then we're going to put this right here. A nice bit of salt. We're not going to open the other one because that one's a treat. Then we have here some apple granita. Very easily made. Just water, sugar, fruit. Slap that in the freezer. Keep mixing it around every 1 hour. And it becomes like ice, you know? And then last but not least, we also have some pickled shallots that have been charred slightly. As you can see, they've been cooked just a little bit slightly for that bit of smokiness, you know what I mean? So first things first that goes on is the granita. You want to scrape that till it becomes like this. slap that on top. And you want to be kind of quick with this because, yep, there we are. One there. Put the second one on the other side. There. Then just a little bit of chives on top. And voila! Right guys, now time for some natural aphrodisiac. Simple oyster dish, apple granita for the sweetness, the pickled shallots. It's just very balanced and I think it just goes perfectly with oysters. So let's give it a shot, shall we? Yeah. Okay, here we go. You know what? That might be one of the most delicious things I've ever made in my life. Actually, I'm not even kidding. Oh yeah. Everything there just fitted really well. I mean, I've had it before, don't get me wrong, but boy, it hits me every time. The flavors slap you across the face like a fucking oyster just came out of the water and just hit you in your head as you were paddling through or something. Crazy. But oysters live, they move. Crazy. I didn't know that until recently, but that is a 10 out of 10 dish. You gotta try it. You gotta try it for sure, for sure. And just like that, guys, the flavor train is over, unfortunately. So, well, over for now. All of these dishes that you've seen here are definitely going to be in the next pop-up. You should look forward to it, whether it's going to be a supper club, a pop-up somewhere, doesn't matter, you'll be able to try it, I can assure you. These dishes, I want to say that they mean a lot to me. They're something that I cooked and that I've thought of my own brain. I'm really proud of the dishes themselves, and I think it's only up from here really. I want to say thank you to everyone who has supported the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching and leaving a comment if you have. That's always really appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment and ring the notification bell so you get a notification every time we drop something. And yeah, that'll be all from me today, actually, as I like to say. And what a day it's been, just flavor after flavor. Really happy about this day, super happy, and thank you for the crew for coming. Of course, as always, they're amazing. Yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Catch you soon. Stay smiling, always smile. Thank you.